Hi, this is Stefano from Sonic Cinema. Today I'm incredibly excited to introduce you to the latest and final chapter in our Contemporary Soloist series, the Contemporary Bass. This library completes what we started with the Contemporary Cello, and we see it as the culmination of everything we've learned throughout our assembling adventure. It truly represents Sonic Cinema's ideals and taste. The contemporary bass features unique and contemporary orchestral bass textures performed by virtuoso Seth Bennett. It's full of soul, emotion, and raw character. To capture the rich tone of the bass, we recorded it in a dry stage in the heart of London to get that real close-up and personal sound that we were looking for. But thanks to the mic positions, you can also have a mid and far perspective. Looking at the GUI, if you have other contemporary soloists, you'll feel right at home as it's exactly the same. We have various sliders, the proximity, detune, expression, blur and gloss, and a lot more. So if we click on the microphone, here we can see what the proximity slider does. So it moves all the microphone position, but we can also tweak them individually, mute ones, solo them, and so it's very easy to find the sound that you like. Also, in the FX page, you'll see there are a ton of presets. These are just the reverbs, so it's very easy to find your ideal combo. Alright, let's explore the library. As you can see, there's a very long list of articulations, and the great thing is that they are 100% consistent across the whole series. So if you load up the violin, the viola, the cello, you'll find exactly the same ones, which is fantastic if you want to mix and match or have a whole string quartet playing the same articulation. So without further ado, starting from the top, we got the expressive legato. Sounded great. The bass is not famous for delivering, the main melodies, but this one just sounded beautiful. The next patch is the dark sustains. Sounded really beautiful, raw, intense, love it. Then the next patch is the aggressive shorts. Really nice and aggressive. Okay, then we have the Gypsy Pizzicato. Pizzicato is an articulation that I often use with the bass, actually. Really great. You can feel so much character in this pizzicato. Very really fantastic. Then Irregular Ricochet. Really nice articulation, unusual. This nice bouncy feeling to it. Okay, then one of my favorite, the Twisted Tremolo. I mean, how can you not love this? It's just great. So the next one is Col Legno. Wow, you can really feel the body of the bass resonating with it. Beautiful tone. And I usually use the short articulation with delays, so together it's a fantastic match. Okay, the Arpeggio Crossing. This was the minor. As you can see from the keyboard, the yellow is minor and the purple is major. And of course you can mix and match. For example, we got F minor and E major. And the great thing about the way we recorded it is that you have a variation of it. So this F major is not as the same as this one. And so, you can exactly give a variation to it through time, so it doesn't always sound the same. And yeah, just beautiful articulation. Okay, then we have the warped sustain. Brace yourself. It's just powerful and warped. There's this feeling, this sort of evolution in the performance, and unless you record it that way, it will be impossible to achieve it. So that's what makes, I think, this series so special. You get these never heard before samples, and it just works in so many different occasions. Okay, circular bowings. Beautiful in the low range. If you play it in chords and you play open chords, let's say, like leave a gap and you spread the notes, it sounds really, really beautiful. Really beautiful. Then we have Harmonic Falls, which, I mean, the name says it all. It's harmonic. A short burst of a harmonic. I don't know you, but I always love harmonics. They have this very raw, intimate textures that make them quite special. Then we have Harmonic Wavers. Wow, really beautiful and fragile. And this is a double bass, like quite a beast of an instrument. And yet, this is how it sounds. The next up is the Harmonic Glissando, and you'll hear the harmonic playing continuously up and down. Quite a unique effect. And you have a whole octave of it. Fantastic. Then Seagull Screeches. It's just crazy how close it sounds to a seagull. Okay, the next patch, I love it, is a crescendo. fantastic. You know, there's this recorded performance, this wave-like sound. And of course, with the crescendo, there's also the decrescendo. So you have this strong accent first. Very powerful. And the final patch on the clean patches is the Bodytaps. I personally love this one so much, as we're always looking for something organic and peculiar, and this, I mean, yeah, it's great, and wait to hear the snapshots. So what we just listened were the clean patches from the library, but one of the main features of the Contemporary Soloist series, and in general of Sonic Cinema's libraries, are the snapshots, which are pre-made custom presets, usually the distant and space snapshot, that dramatically alter the sound, and trust me, they are instant inspiration. So if we listen again to all the patches from the start, starting from the legato, we have the distant, and you can hear how incredibly different it sounds. Wow. And they are so useful in so many occasions. You can just drop them in and they do the trick. And this is the space snapshot. Fantastic. And they are all made in the box, so you can see the space as the cathedral rear and some other presets that customize it, so you can adjust everything you want. Okay, the next one is the dark sustain with a distant snapshot. You can hear this delay, this reverb. And what I personally like also is I usually use all of them together at the same time. Maybe the clean patch is the main one, and then you pan left and right this one with the space snapshot and distant, and they create this incredible soundscape that it's really unique. Okay, now the dark sustains with the space snapshot. Okay, the next one is the aggressive shorts. You can hear there's the more and more reverb on it. And not only that. It's so powerful and bitey and aggressive. Love it. And then with the space snapshot. Love this delay. In fact, I use that in the trailer a lot. if I remember correctly, this was exactly the base of the whole track. This rhythm. So it's, you know, just one sound can spark the idea for the whole piece. The next patch is another short one, and it's the Gypsy Pizzicato, which was one of my favorite before, so I'm sure I like it here as well. Great dynamic range, lots of character, great effect. And now with the space snapshot. I love the delay and this rhythmic thing going in the background. Really helps moving things forward when, you know, have sustained patches or something and you want some emotion. It's like a wave basically. Okay, then we have the Irregular Ricochet with a distance snapshot. Just a great articulation, really, I love it. And then with the space snapshot. Really nice and crunchy and raw. Then twisted tremolo distant. As you see, when I move the mod wheel, it goes from very quiet to this. Twisted tremolo is fantastic, really. Like tension, like in an instant. And this is the twisted tremolo with a space snapshot. Really nice, and as I mentioned before, it's great to use all of them together. You know, you could have the space one all pan left and right, and maybe you have something in the middle. They work incredibly well together, and I use it all the time. It's little tips I give you. Then we have Col Legno distant. Nice and woody. If with the distant one, it loses a bit of body, but it just because there's a filter on top. And then with the space snapshot. This one certainly didn't lose the body. There's like a mass, you can almost feel the air moving. Wow. Okay, then the Arpeggio Crossings. We can already with a distance snapshot, we can already do some mix and match, maybe G minor and B flat major. I think it sounds great. And now let's listen to a variation. So, there are lots and lots of possibilities. And now with the space snapshot, let's hear how it sounds like. This otherworldly sound. Wow. Just, adds movement and texture, basically. Then warped sustain. These are fantastic. It's certainly one of the highlights. Great sounding, sustained, really full of character and emotion. And then with the space snapshot. Nice and distorted and powerful. Almost metallic sound to it. And moving on, we have the circle bowings, which usually is very intimate Nordic sounding, where the player moves circularly the bow on the instrument. So let's listen with the distance snapshot. Really sounding like almost nostalgic. Fantastic. Really incredible, unique sound. And then we have their circular bowings with a space snapshot. You can hear what a long tail there is. Again, you can tweak all of this. You can see there's dip space here. So a mount and sides basically at the maximum. So you can, could reduce it to your liking. The next batch is the compelling Harmonic Falls with the distance snapshot. Nothing to say apart that they're stunning. And with the space snapshot now. The sound comes from nothing and blooms. These patches are so incredibly useful, especially over dialogue, when you don't want something, on the nose, but, and still want the emotions. This can do the trick. And then we have the Harmonic Wavers. Really beautiful. You can hear they have a slightly harder attack, but still very moving. Then with the space snapshot. Then moving on, we have the Harmonic Glissando. And then also with the space snapshot. Just remarkable, just remarkable. Then Seagull Screeches distant. I have to say the one with the distant snapshot resonates more with me. Just hard to describe. It's really unique. Then we have the crescendo, which is like a wave and pre-recorded, and it's just full of emotion. Incredibly beautiful. And with the space snapshot. And of course, we have the Decrescendo now with the distant snapshot. Very long tail, as you can see. Then almost at the end, we have the Bodytaps. I always love hearing the Bodytaps with the snapshots. Sound like, you know, a lot bigger and more fun almost. Although I love also the intimacy of the clean one. So we just listened to every snapshot, and together with the clean patches, we have a total of 51 patches, which is a huge amount. And if you think about it, if you mix and match also with the other soloists, then the possibilities are really endless. But it's not over yet, as we have still 3 patches to look at, and they are the multis, which are custom-made, pre-made patches for you to just, you know, click and load it up. And the first one is Irregular Ricochet, Dark Sustain with a space snapshot, and Dark Sustain with a distant snapshot. Wow, really nice. You get the attack with the ricochet, and then the sound keeps going on with the dark sustains. And the next multi as dark sustains again, warp sustains, and aggressive shorts, all with different snapshots. So it works both, if you keep the notes long or short. So it's a really flexible way to play. And the last multi, which is my favorite, is Ricochet, Gypsy Pizzicato, Col Legno, and another Col Legno, all with different snapshots. It's really powerful and heavy. It's got really a big impact. Really hits you in the face, basically. And this is great, when you want to make the harmony clear, or you have, you build on top of this. You have everything going on up, with other instruments, violin, everything. But this is like a column that supports everything. This was the Contemporary bass, an amazing instrument that completes the Contemporary series beautifully. With this, you effectively have now a string quartet with innovative and never sampled before declinations, and there are no limits to what you can do with it. To hear the Contemporary bass in context, check out the contextual demo video, where I break down in detail the trailer track I composed. So that was all from me for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.